Hey guys, James here, and welcome back to another predictions. I'm filming this at a different angle because of the sunlight, but whatever, maybe it's better. But I've been just having speech impediment fucking boosted up this year. The next episode is Macho Man Randy Savage versus the Kool-Aid Man. WWE versus the Kool-Aid Man. We already knew this episode was coming up for the 150th episode because at RTX it was already announced. And we already know this will be a hand-drawn fight given the second half of Death Battle Season 8 teaser. But I'm hyped for it. The animation looks really good, and so does the voice acting. The voice acting sounds really good too. Fucking Kool-Aid Man and Macho Man. And I hope this will be a good episode. Now, I don't know shit about WWE. I kind of just watched the Nemesis prediction video, kind of give a bit of understanding on what the hell these two are capable of. And while I forgot most of it, I got kind of a gist. Because I thought these were like wall-level characters. Because Macho Man's just WWE. And then fucking Kool-Aid Man just busts down walls. Apparently that's not the case. Because fucking Kool-Aid Man just destroyed the sun casually. And Macho Man was a constellation and fought another wrestler? So, fucking... I did not know this shit gets this much. But I'm excited for it. I'm kind of excited to learn about Randy Savage. And to know more about Kool-Aid Man in the Versus way. Like with Scruff McGruff and Smokey Bear. Because I feel like that could just be some stupid shit that I just don't know about. And it is out there. But the connections for it, from what I haven't looked on the Death Battle fandom page about this episode, but from what I remember, they are both kind of commercialized characters who say, "Oh yeah." There's more to it, I believe. It's all I know off the top of my head, and I don't think I can look at the page right now because every time I looked at it on my phone, it said this page is not complete. You cannot look at it at this very moment. It's like, okay, what the fuck? So, I don't know. But we do know this will be a hand-drawn fight, and the hand-drawn looks really good. And this is kind of weird. It looks like it's taking place in, like, a forest, which I think is a bit odd. I thought it would make more sense to put it in a wrestling ring, because we have a wrestling character, Macho Man Randy fucking Savage. So, like, why not do this in a wrestling ring? It still looks good. So... I'm not complaining that much. It's just an odd choice to me. I kind of hope, and I got this idea from Nemesis, that it starts out with like a commercial airing, and maybe it's like fucking Macho Man is filming a commercial. He makes a bit of a mistake, and like he says, "Oh no!" and like two other people filming say, "Oh no" twice. He says, "Oh no!" and Kool-Aid Man just busts down the fucking tree. He's like, "Oh yeah!" That'd be a stupid way to start it, but I feel like that'd be the best way to do so. With just it being a "oh no, oh no, oh no, oh yeah!" I kind of do hope they also reference Family Guy in it, just because how prominent Kool-Aid Man is in Family Guy, of all fucking things. Was just fucking the "oh no, oh no, oh no" skit, I think in the first episode too? I believe that was the first episode. It was like one of those long-running gags. So I kind of hope they make that reference, or at least use clips of fucking Kool-Aid Man from Family Guy. And that's kind of all I really know. Too much about, like I don't know. I do hope if they do the constellation thing in the animation, also uses another real-life character. Fucking because a big thing about this episode is Boomstick's dad. That's like the biggest thing that is mainly hyped for it, along with the fact that just WWE isn't Death Battle in general. But we have 3 options on what the dad will be of Boomstick. We have Sarge, who is probably the most obvious and has been hinted at when we did, when they did Carolina versus the Meta and Red versus Blue. More so when Carolina versus the Meta at the end. But because this is not a Sarge episode, it might not be? I don't know. Apparently, cause I don't know fucking voice actors that much, or like the people that work on the RTT, the Rooster Teeth team. Apparently, at the RTX panel, when they did the tease for Macho Man vs. Kool-Aid Man, the voice actor for Sarge was shown. Also, the guy that voices Deadpool, I forgot his name. And this is the only one I recognize, besides like the obvious Steph Val crew members. Barbara Dunkley, who voices Yang from Ruby, which is odd. I'm curious to see where they're going to go with that. But I can't imagine her doing anything, like what she could do. I don't know. But, yeah, so Sarge, the most likely one, and maybe he'll make like an appearance. Because Sarge vs. Soldier was a very speculated episode for this season because of the end of Hulk vs. Broly. And it was a bit, like, I think it was a bit of a false hope for it because we just did Red vs. Blue in the season before, so it wouldn't make much sense to do so. Unless they tie that episode to this one, then I don't fucking know. Another one that is possibly is Macho Man Randy Savage, which I'm not sure how likely that could be, just because, like, legal shit. Because Macho Man is a real person. Oh, I'm not sure if you could really use his, like, a real person in this. A dead one. I shouldn't have laughed, I'm sorry. But that's another one, and that could... I feel like if it's not Sarge, it will most likely be Macho Man Randy Savage, which I think will just be as funny. But the one I'm secretly hoping for the most out of all of them, just because it has the dumbest fucking joke potential that I love, the fucking Kool-Aid Man. And why I do hope it's not the Kool-Aid Man, just because that would raise more questions than we will be getting answers to. If it's the Kool-Aid Man, I just want there to be one fucking bit where Boomstick, after finding out the Kool-Aid Man is his dad, he's like, oh my god, I'm part Kool-Aid! And just tries fucking, like, eating his arm, like, or something like that. Just try, like, his blood is fucking Kool-Aid. That would be funny. I honestly think that would be hilarious if they go the route of the Kool-Aid Man is Boomstick's dad. Like, there's a good few possibilities and a lot of potential for the jokes. Like, maybe if it is Sarge, the two, like, Sarge and Boomstick hug, and Wiz just like, and they both just point a gun at fucking Wiz, and like, don't ruin the moment. I don't know, there's like, a lot of comedy that can just be done really well, depending on what route they go. All routes probably have tons of comedy that we could do. But I feel like there's just a lot that you could work with in this. Trying to think. I feel like there will be one part in the anime. We know that Wiz and Boomstick will be part of the animation. Like, not even just going by the trailer from Goku Black vs. Reverse Flash. They did say that this episode will be a bit different, and Wiz and Boomstick will be part of the episode. Not just in the analysis, but the fight itself. So, what I feel like it will be is if it's either Macho Man or Kool-Aid Man that is Boomstick's dad. Fuck, excuse me. If it's one of those two, that'll be Boomstick's dad, not Sarge. Then I kind of hope that if, like, whichever one is if it's like fucking, like, the deaths will either be like Boomstick trying to save his father, who will be the loser. That, like, depending on who loses, like, Boomstick tries to save him but fails. And then if it's like, if his winner is the dad, then he helps the winner kill the loser. So I feel like those could be done well, like the best route we could possibly get. And for who I think wins, well, I will be rooting for the Kool-Aid Man just because I'm more familiar with him via the commercials I've seen. which are more like modern day ones. I do hear, and just going by the sun and the constellation feats, I'm gonna be betting on Macho Man Randy Savage, which will be funny. I am curious on like how the death will go, because Kool-Aid Man, his soul is not the liquid; it is the jar. It's like, will he just demolish the jar? That's kind of what I'm curious on. Just fucking destroy it with like an elbow to it. Fuck. And apparently there's like a lot of crazy shit with these characters, because everything WWE is canon. The games, the little openings, the commercials, and I think there's also comics? I'm not sure about that. But I know in like the games, one of the WWE characters fucking just did like basically just a jump to above orbit, and then just landed with a nuclear explosion elbow. So, I don't fucking know. And then fucking Kool-Aid Man, he has Marvel Comics in an Atari game, but in the Marvel Comics, he went back in time with a time machine, Benjamin Franklin, and he also has some powers in it, from what I could tell. So, I feel like there'd just be a lot of fun with this episode. And then next time, it's Steel versus Alucard. We're not getting a Pokemon episode for 151, which I'm still disappointed by, but it will most likely be Dio versus Alucard, just because Halloween. Because it'd be wasteful not to do it like that. Also, fuck you, Steam, for fucking putting a black bar over my face. It's not, hopefully it won't show up in the video, which it shouldn't, but it's showing up for me and it's a bit annoying. But, whatever. That's kind of all I have to fully say about this one. I don't know the most about these characters, so yeah, there's not a lot I can say. Okay, it's gone. But for the score, and funny that the song just started playing, I hope the score is just, oh yeah! Because it would be missed potential not to just make it that. That's all I really have to say about this. I do hope this will be an amazing episode and could be in like my top 5 of the season. I'm not sure how likely it'll be to beating Poe versus Iron Fist and Yoda versus King Mickey for like my 2 favorite. But it might beat Goku Black vs. Reverse Flash for my 3rd favorite. Who knows? I'm really hyped for this, and I'm excited for the episode to come out. But yeah, until then, let's hope this will be good, and fucking, yeah, peace.